Isso ir. Pois. Passar isto para aqui. Estamos, Johnny. Vamos lá só ajeitar isto, maltinha. Isto é preciso tipo jeitos, estão a ver? É preciso jeitos. Bem. Let's go. Let's go to the jungle. Só agarrar aqui, maltinha. Estamos quase. Também é da maneira que vai chegando lá as personas. Que isto tem piada é com lá as personas. Sabem? Não é? Lá as personas. Pronto. Magnifique. Bem, let's go. Vamos avançar. Deixa-me lá ver. O que é que a gente tem que fazer? Concluir as provações Tebaru, Sanakis ou Italy. Concluir o desafio da força. Ah, eram os tais desafios. E a gente ia, exatamente, ia por aqui. Abrir porta. Olá. Onix. Começamos assim? Onix, filha da mãe, mano. Mas eu não consigo acertar. Boa.
They really didn't need to go through all this trouble just for us.
Jesus, mano. Arco. Ao menos não gastámos poção. Foi só pitel. Jesus, dude.
That ghost called you a Tebaru Sanakis. That must be what the Akita called their godlikes. This mural looks idyllic, doesn't it? Sabadal is helping the Akitans grow and flourish. They seem happy.
Ai. Podemos ir aqui. Ah, tem inimigos lá. Ah, posso usar? Boa. Ok, já lá vou. Aqui não há mais nada.
Quiet as the depths.
Já dá mãe. Vai.
Another glorious battle.
É isto.
I'll have to do a more thorough reading later, but it looks like notes from the architect.
Já, esta era a porta que era onde a gente estava a ouvir.
So it's
Eu é que dei a volta. E ainda bem que ali a gente vai tão mais resguardado. Não perdemos tanta vida. Ok. Está ali qualquer coisa, como é que eu vou ali?
nice of them to give us a little break, isn't it?
I get the feeling they're not done with us. They're coming out of the wall. You're mine now! Heiß it!
On your right, dear.
Ah, é minha. Calma.
Time to wrap. Back in the fight. I say. Let's see what you got. Need a minute.
Isoxado.
Phonics.
Coming from the right.
Para também não ficarmos assim tão longe. Então ler que eu não sei se isto conta para alguma coisa.
I'll have to do a more thorough reading later, but it looks like notes from the architect. It seems Makukubel was divinely inspired, so it's Sapidok's fault he got lost. Nice of them to give us a little break, isn't it?
Ah, olha, tinha visto.
Quiet as the depths.
O gajo não morreu, mano. Deixa-me da mão, dude.
Back on my feet. Let's see what you got. Watch the left.
Inscreva-se.
Right of way.
Junte-se.
Hey, over here. To your left. I felt that one.
Caraças.
Junte-se.
Stand his hand. Let's see what you got. Nice.
Time. Payback.
Ok.
That's the last of it. So much for the first trial. On to the second.
Dá para entrar? Estrela da existência. Ataques poderosos causam alto acúmulo de veneno. Ok. Um ataque especial bem sucedido conjura a atração de Eora. Não sei o que é isso. Estrela de corpo a corpo de uma só mão. Não. Continuar com a nossa espadinha. Estamos muito bem.
Another stranger. You have the gardener's markings, but you are not one of us. You did not fall with us. Why have you come here? Tell me your mind. Tell me what rides in it. The Magfolk sought the gardener too, and our gardener did not want to be found. Our gardener knew what the Magfolk would do, and they broke the world to keep themselves safe. The waters boiled, the land opened, the rivers rose, and we drowned.
We broke the pain. We died with them. How could Did we do this? We bleed, they bleed, the magfolk strike. How could we pierce the vein? We cannot, we
cannot.
we writhe. Why must we feel this again?
There were so few of us left when the magfolk were at our doors. They did what they thought was best, yes. Our gardener never asks. They only act. Their ways are not the ways of people. You want a path to the garden? Pass this trial of the mind. Show me how clever you are.
Vamos tentar.
We will know the breadth of your wisdom before we let you learn what our gardener truly is.
Conclua o desafio da sabedoria.
Afraid this one's all on you two.
A trial of the mind. I wonder if there's a clever trick to it.
Esta água tem uma cor estranha. Pois. Pois é. Pois é. Pois é, pois é. Deixa lá ver, para onde é que a gente vai agora?
Oh, just find the right rhythm and we'll be through in a flash.
É bem. Caraças, dude. Aí agora. Ó jogo. Vá lá, man. Onde é que me vais mandar? Devia ter guardado. Fuck. Ó, eu tenho a sorte e guardou já ali. Ah, boa, boa, boa. Ao menos isso.
Oh, just find the right rhythm and we'll be through in a flash.
Não chega? Onix. Ok, 2, 3. Onix. Ai, ai. Onix! Não! Caraças. Porra! Jesus, dude.
Oh, just find the right rhythm and we'll be through in a flash.
Onix. Pois, eu esqueci-me daquele. Phonics, dude. Como é que eu passo aqui? Pá, porra, man. Caraças. E aquela cena ali da eletricidade é o quê? Pá, pode ser algum mecanismo mais para a frente. Vamos já ativar, é melhor. Está ali. Porra, pá, não sei como é que é de passar ali. Jesus. Pá, bora lá.
So, who's going?
Onix, man. Porra, dude. Caraças. Porra. Como é que um gajo passa ali, man? Chatice. Socorro. Jesus, man.
So, who's going first?
Já está. Porra. Ok, tem aí um caminho. Ah. Como é que eu abro esta porta? Está aqui cenas para apanhar, tudo. Ah, ok. Damos a volta.
These ghosts aren't very helpful.
Maybe you just gotta soften them up a little. Lay on the charm.
Perhaps they're just unused to visitors. Surely they'll warm up to us eventually.
Ai, ai, ai. Shit.
There can't be that much more, right?
This just seems unfair.
Those spirits? Lucky they're dead already.
Eu não tenho aqui o que faz. Vai ser bonito, vai. Ok. Vamos salvar aqui o jogo. Só para garantir que a gente, se morrer, está já aqui. Porra. Era isto? Já está? Foi tenso. Don't easy. Don't.
The Akitans are being less welcoming than I'd hoped.
If their last visitors were the Magfolk, I can see why.
They must be trying to protect their gardener. Still, this feels hostile.
Make no mistake, I'm sure it's hostile.
Ok.
Looks like a list of building materials. Probably for Nakukubel itself. Judging by this mural, the relationship the Akita had with her god was complicated. Perhaps Sapidal was a little moody? This mural almost makes me feel nervous.
Ok. Siga para o terceiro desafio.
What do you truly seek with our gardener? Somehow you've proven to have strength and wit. We now see what you represent. We know the truth of you. We cannot risk you causing another calamity.
Ok.
One last time, and no more. This I vow.
Ok.
I,
Magrão, bem-vindo. Bem-vindo.
Sonakis was. Understand promises, unlike some. No more words. You have not earned the right. Finish your last trial.
Ok.
Perhaps, but you will have none from me. You come as a supplicant. You do not have the privilege of questions. Go.
Ok.
Why do I not feel comforted that this is our last trial?
Of course, these trials require a leap.
Última aprovação. Engraçados eles, né? São engraçados, man. Deixa-me guardar aqui, malta. Posso?
You bear our gardener's mark.
Por acaso não preciso, ó. É bem? Tá boa. Ah, tá ali mais outro, eu não tinha visto. Tá, agora a gente apanha. Qual é que será a última provação?
The gardener has grown roots into the Outlander.
What do you truly seek with our God?
Totem da morte dos indivíduos. Muitas culturas ao redor de Eora decoram seus templos com crânios. Os indivíduos não eram uma exceção. Meditar sobre a inevitabilidade da morte prepara a alma para uma rápida passagem para o além. Até as anotações.
This is... Oh. Well, seems like some of the construction crew had all kinds of fun.
How, Outlander?
Keep your guard up. I don't like this.
Pois.
Somehow you bested our trials. Like vermin, you persist.
Like vermin, you endured. You kept your head.
You live where worthier souls have fallen, but your journey ends here.
The soil hardens. Hesitation. Why do they smell fear? They are here to be found. Why? Why will they not free us?
This is where you die, Outlander. We cannot risk you provoking the Gardener and causing another calamity.
Tudo bem, vamos nessa. Espera um segundo. Uma calamidade já está acontecendo. Yeah.
So, we will not have another calamity in this land again.
If you are as noble a creature as you claim, you will let your bones rest here with ours.
Now, lay your life down. We will all rest quietly. The gardener will not be disturbed.
How do I know you will not lead them astray?
Lembre-se da memória de Enekala. Sepal é mais perigoso quando está presa.
And you will guide them from the dark? I worry I will regret this, but I shall stand aside. Let the other two be your opponents.
Onyx.
Over here!
Basic!
Ui, 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 ui. Ui, 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 ui. com este primeiro.
They won't get past me.
Face it!
I can't. Back on my feet. Come and get me. Next one's
Tá
mine.
bem.
That looked painful.
Think they're really dead this time?
Oh, and it looks like we got a prize on the table over there. Let's take a look, shall we?
Nothing like a win with a good team.
I've never seen an Akitan device
Tinha.
like this. These mechanisms, they mark the locations of important sites. It's a map.
Ever closer. We must speak of this.
Doesn't look like any map I've ever seen. But I'll take your word for it.
Don't
Got it,
rush me,
Menina.
dearie. Akitan isn't easy to translate, you know.
So close. We reach. Find us in the Adra.
Your gods said hello, didn't they? Go on then, deal with them. I need time to translate.
Dois eleitores de percepção. Ok.
Envoy, your god wants a chat.
Come, we yearn for answers. You are here.
Yeah.
You heard us in the roots. You seek the garden. You know the way. But the Jabaru Sinakis, they turn from you. How can this be? Surely they would welcome you as kin, grafted from the same root. Ungrateful! They forget what we have done for them, how we loved them. We were theirs, and they were ours, and we told them to protect the wild and the green. In return, we promised to protect them, and we...
Obrigado aí, menino.
Always, we protected them. We did not choose this. We did not want this. The earth shook. The waters rose. We will not remember. Do not question us. Blame slips between the bones like a blade. We lived in harmony. We were at peace, and then
Então,
they came with metal bodies and murderous intent. We tried to stop them. We did not want them to die. We loved them. We tried. We loved them so much. We did not cause pain. The spirits lie. We love them most. They twist our words. We will show you. Let us offer you another gift. A seedling of power. Our gift is yours to accept or reject. That is all we will say.
Ok.
We will show you our favor. Wait. An intruder. The piercing light. She draws near. The wire. A razor in our throat. Stop her! We writhe. We bleed. She brings the purging fire at her back. She comes to trap us. Out! Out! Send her out! Set us free!
Será que é ela?
Wake up! Wake up! What happened? Are you all right? What did you do? You'll have to give a better answer than that, dear.
I don't know what you and Sappadal were jawing about, but it must have been juicy because the Adra started to shake and hum.
You can't hear all the dream thralls trying to get in now. What happened with Sappadal? Once we get past all these dream thralls, I'll be excited to see what scares a god. They're flooding the area, so I think it's a great time to leave. Now! The map points us to Galawain's tusks. We'll find the way to the garden there. We just have to find a godless tower on the southern coast, and boom! There's our entrance into the garden.
Galawain's tusks. That's out of the fire and into the volcano. First, we've got to get out of here alive. Steel yourselves.
Well, let's go.
Get off me!
Let's go. Before more show up.
One for you!
Heise!
To the left!
Temos de fugir. Está cheio, man. Pronto, era assim? Porque estava cheio. Estava só a ver inimigos, um gajo tinha que fugir, já. Seguir a cena. A indicação. Fujam.
Come and get me!
You all right?
Gotta find you better armor. Good one!
Quer saber? Deixa eu estar ali. Let's go. Muito inimigo, man. E é com caraças.
Big mistake!
Visitor, leave before you worsen the situation. Ruins are overgrown with corruption. We should burn it out before it spreads. You're a child playing at being a hero. You understand none of the forces at work here. The Circle of Archmagi has overstepped their authority. Again. I don't know how to explain this any better. This is not a problem to solve with cannons or steel. Envoy, I hope you found what you were looking for. Because those ruins are about to be a distant memory. And the Dream Scourge. Yet you walked away unscathed. Fascinating. This is a spring from which the Dream Scourge flows, injecting poison into the veins of the island.
No, a cleansing
Oi. Estás bom, Miguel?
or cure.
The same poison that spread to Fior Messiverno, and even now rots the city from within. Stand by my side, and we can strike a blow at the Dream Scourge. And at Sappadal. Defending a dying settlement is not a kindness. It only prolongs the suffering. I've been watching you, Envoy. You, who survived when so many godlike fell. I even asked the gods what made you so remarkable. And the burned queen opened my eyes to what you are. We knew the chaos of the living lands had an origin. How could I have known that you were its offspring? Different wars on the same battlefield. There are two plagues in the living lands. Help me destroy one, and the other will follow.
Ashes. Nothing of the Akito will remain.
We may not burn out the Dream Scourge here, but we can burn out its symptoms and take the fight to your patron.
Spirits cry out, bury the fire, but still they rage.
Is her first instinct always to destroy stuff and hope that fixes things?
Always thinking with your sword. You zealots never change. I happen to like these ruins. They've been very informative. Without them, I'd never have learned there was a new god in the living lands. Another reason why they should be destroyed. Sappadal is dangerous, but an archmage is more unpredictable by far. I do love it when people choose to listen to reason. I have an alternate solution to the problem at hand. This should be amusing. I am not talking to you, am I? Don't interrupt me.
Yes. Honestly, it's quite simple. I can sever the connection between the Adra in the ruins and the rest of the living lands. It will isolate the dream-scourged essence and halt the creation of new dream thralls in Shatterscarp. But those that exist will remain. My solution will end the plague in this region, I believe, and keep Ludwig from having to do terrible things to those nice ruins. I knew I liked you for a reason. Yes, there is a catch. It's also what you may call a large one. Severing the Adra will require the use of a truly immense amount of essence, which, well, will result in a few deaths.
A few deaths? What about Quilichi? And the other Furians? And Quilichi?
Gentle sleep. One moment day, the next, a poppy's dream to carry them to the Garden of Night. They would feel no pain.
I'm so very glad you recall.
Well, in layman's terms, she's going to rip the essence out of a bunch of people in Shatterscarp. For what it's worth, her theory is sound. She could stop the Dream Scourge. In Shatterscarp, at least.
You also will not enjoy hearing that it may cost a few dozen deaths. Possibly even 100.
What? This is your solution?
There is no control over who will perish in the process. But it will stop the Dream Scourge from spreading in Shatterscarp. No new Dream Thralls will be created.
Filha da mãe.
Ringrim is one of the smartest people alive. If she says this is the way, it's hard to argue. No matter how much we might want to.
You can't be entertaining this. Not after what we've seen. The frozen corpses, the twisted riddles. The Dream Scourge is a tragedy, but she's a monster. You can't leave Thirdborn at her mercy.
It's not an ideal solution. But it is easier to save a life when you've amputated the necrotic limb, so to speak.
At least I'm not the only rational voice in this debate. She would sacrifice the
Não, uma terceira opção.
trying to save, and for what? Not even to destroy the Dream Scourge. Merely to slow it down.
Destroying the ruins and killing the Dream Thralls within is also a short-term measure. Ludwig's solution will eventually result in the same number of casualties, possibly even more. It's simple. Ludwig's solution will kill Dream Thralls, but not eradicate the plague itself. So long as the Dream Scourge exists, more people will become infected. And the infected will take more lives, and this will continue indefinitely.
Ok.
She has no idea what the consequences of her actions might be. And neither do you. Envoy, I want to show you something.
Ok. What?
I swore an oath to my goddess. A solemn vow that I would give everything in service to her. Even myself. And I did so, gladly. Sapadal wants the same devotion from you. The only difference is, You never had a choice.
Pois.
The mask is my true face, my covenant with my goddess. The obligation I chose. An avowed servant of a higher power, much like you.
Ok. Tecnicamente nós é que decidimos, não é Sapadal, somos nós.
And what makes you so sure the decision is truly yours? Sapadal has been whispering in your ear, guiding you, influencing you. You owe Sapadal nothing, and yet they demand everything. That is not devotion. It's cruel.
Yes, quite difficult to decide whether to believe your new god or the angry skeleton actively threatening us.
This isn't about Sapadal. This is about every man, woman, and child in Shatterscarp.
Godlike. I leave the choice to you. Both options will bring harm. The question is, which will bring more good? Perhaps not. But one of these solutions will bring an end to the matter in Shatterscarp. Remember the village and the statue it couldn't repair. Remember the lesson I tried to teach you. None of our lives matters. Not when they might cost us the future. Now choose, Envoy. Destroy the ruins and the Dream Thralls, but allow the plague to keep spreading. Or sever the Adra and end the plague in Shatterscarp, with an unknowable number of casualties.
Nossa.
She toys with you with innocent lives, while I offer only the truth.
Good people die either way, but severing the Adra shortens their suffering, I hope.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Ludwig's right. I hate what the Dream Scourge has done to Thirdborn, but letting that Archmage snuff out even more lives is worse. Destroy the ruins, Envoy. Whatever comes next, at least it's something people can fight or flee.
Call it an experiment. To see if a mortal can think of futures beyond one's lifetime. And be less sentimental than the village about its statue. Also, I rather loathe the Inquisitor. She's far too used to getting her own way.
Petty, illogical, and self-absorbed. You hold a blade to the throat of my soldiers, but that's no excuse for wasting my time. Envoy, I hate to be in this position, but at least the choice is in Adirran hands. So choose.
Hey. Acaba com a preocupação da praga dos sonhos. Oh, malta. Back. Bora.
Oh, what a relief. You really scared me there, Envoy.
So be it. Sapadal's hold on you is stronger than I suspected.
Prune, strengthen the living leaves. We twine.
Attune your soul to Sabadal to assist my focus on the Adra. You're the only one who can do that part. And Yatsley, come, help me. I think you'll enjoy this.
Pá, tomamos a decisão certa, malta. A velocidade de movimento máxima por 20 segundos.
It wasn't supposed to claim our people. I can't believe the Inquisitor allowed this.
I am delighted to have been right
Sério?
about you. I was hoping you'd have the cold logic I wanted to see. We've dealt with the Dream Scourge, but you'll still have some cleaning up to do. Now that I know this was all because of a new god flailing in their cage, the Living Lands is no longer of interest to me. I think you made a choice that benefited the ultimate good. There will be no more dream thralls. You may, however, have nightmares, knowing you've caused so many casualties. But that is for you to wrestle with. I'm done here. However, I have one final question for your young wizard.
For... me?
You have shown a great deal of talent, Yatsley. Few can harness so much essence with ease. I could use your assistance. And the companionship. It's really dreary being alone. Should you wish to return with me, I would happily take you on as my apprentice. The rest of the circle do not often visit, which is good because they're tiresome. You, however, are a power worth shaping, and rather delightful to boot.
Well, obviously, I'm... Wait. Really? You want me to... Wow. That would be... amazing! But, I have to think about it. At the very least, the envoy would be lost without me. And so would my lover. Though the idea of finally devoting more time to magic is... tempting.
I very rarely take on an apprentice, and I have near infinite patience. The offer will stand. Don't worry. My work will still be here when you're done with your godlike's quest. Whatever you decide, it will be some months before I depart. You know where to find me. Be clever, godlike. Don't think too much with your heart.
What is done is done. Do not waste your breath justifying it to me. Countless innocent lives cut short, even my own soldiers. And for what? Make no mistake, there will be a reckoning for the chaos you unleashed here. At least now I have a better idea of who is pulling your strings. It frightens me how well they've convinced you. Envoy, need I remind you why the Emperor sent you? To burn out a threat at any cost. To impose order where chaos reigns. If you and Heelgard are too spineless to remember your allegiance, I'll have to finish the job myself. All I wanted to do was protect Shatterscarp. Give it the chance that Fior Messiverno did not have. Unusual, isn't it? How you spared one settlement and condemned another. So you destroyed its people by the dozens. May the dead forgive you. A word of warning, Envoy. You and I are running out of opportunities to save the living lands from itself. I allowed you to dictate the terms of this meeting. I won't make that mistake twice.
Nós cometemos erros. Desculpas aceitas.
Your impudence has been noted. One more thing, Envoy. I know what happened to Captain Alfear. You fought valiantly, and she fell in disgrace. But now you have a debt to the Steel Garrote. And one day, I will collect it.
Come on. We should see what's left of Thirdborn.
It wasn't supposed to claim our people! I can't believe the Inquisitor allowed this.
Malta, sério. Vamos da decisão certa ou não? Aliás, eu até venho aqui para falar com o grupo. Foi a primeira vez que o Kai me deu a opinião dele e eu fiz o contrário. Pá, mas destruir aquilo, pá, não sei, man. Aí, a nossa.
We need to talk. You let a mad archmage unleash death with a spell. I need to know why. Is that our answer now? Do we extract that price from every settlement in the Living Lands?
What is the alternative? That we allow the Dream Scourge to spread unchecked?
I don't know. Maybe.
Fui tu meio. That choice shouldn't be in anyone's hands.
Then why did we leave it to that archmage?
Reengrim knows more about the Dream Scourge than we do, and we know more than most others do. She found a great solution, but it came with a great cost. What more could we expect?
Do you hear yourself? You both saw what kind of person she is. The twisted little world she built for herself. If ending the Dream Scourge means handing our fate to someone like her, then perhaps it's not worth the cost.
Kai, let's be honest. None of us are walking away from this with a clean conscience. But unless someone makes the tough decisions, the Dream Scourge will kill us all. Or worse. That means living with our nightmares. Embracing them if we must.
Right. Getting killed by monsters is one thing, but turning into one...
We stand here bickering while the solution is just over the horizon. Nothing matters but the garden. Shatterscarp, even Emerald Stair. They're distractions by comparison.
Listen, thank you for visiting Tama's memorial with me. I didn't think I'd ever trust someone the way I trusted him. But both of you have a clarity of purpose I've never seen in anyone else. I'm happy to be proven wrong. I know. I'd forgotten what that feels like. Like I just woke up with a hangover. Every feeling, every memory I tried to keep a lid on is sloshing around, and I'm struggling to keep my balance. But I'm also remembering moments I hadn't let myself think on in a long time. Feeling a warmth I couldn't get close to. Yeah, after I ride out the worst of it.
We think of grief as a burden, as something to be conquered. After a while, It gets to be so familiar. It's almost a source of comfort.
I wish this were another burden to conquer. That would feel easier. It's hard to imagine grief ever being a comfort. But I'll have to take your word for it.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thanks. I'll get there. And thank you for seeing this through with me. Was there something else? Shake the sand out of your bedroll before you settle in.
So, we found a map to the garden. Now we see how accurate those ancient godless cartographers could possibly be. Not sure how helpful that map will be, really. There's probably a reason no one's been to the garden in centuries. Right. I think the sea of acid surrounding it had something to do with it, too. I figure either it's a complete dud and there's nothing really there, or we all lose our minds the second we show up. Either way, was it worth it? Who knows? I get it, those visions, or whatever you're having, must be really disturbing. But how do you know they won't just get worse? I guess that's not my problem, really. My job is to keep you alive, whether you've got a god in your head or not. Just don't do anything stupid, all right?
All right.
Anyway. Thanks for talking.
Ainda tem mais para falar?
Listen, that back there in the ruins, that was a lot. I know you passed 3 trials, but I'm not sure what that means exactly. I don't know. Maybe you're the chosen one now. Some kind of prophecy? You don't look that different to me. It's not that I didn't enjoy tromping around in the ancient death trap, getting bossed around by spirits and all that. But I really do hope this was the last time. That kind of humidity does terrible things to my beard. Anyway. Not before I've done some reading.
Pronto, já está. Antes disso, deixa-me vir aqui.
Envoy, we need to discuss what you did in the ruins. I just hope we made the right decision. Those ruins are priceless, and I truly look forward to exploring them again in the future, but I don't know that I'll ever truly accept what we did. What I did. Usually, I know the right answer. It's obvious. Here, though... I know. We've seen enough pain caused by the...
Pá, vou-me agarrar à ideia de que tínhamos que acabar com a praga, né?
Unreal. We spoke to actual ancient Akitans in the ruins. I was able to ask questions and get answers. Of course. Though I sense that you're not fully aware of just how amazing this all is, so... I'll let you wait back at the camp, like a good little boy. But to go through the trials ourselves? Oh, could we be any luckier? Must you try to ruin my fun, dearie? Well, I have to start writing this all down before I forget. But do return if you think of any other juicy details. Always a pleasure, Envoy.
Vou falar aqui com ela.
Can we talk a moment? I wanted to pick your brain about Shatterscarp.
Bora.
How much do you really know about Adra? Not bad. Adra is a physical manifestation of a metaphysical phenomenon. A mineral that takes our souls from death to rebirth. We severed the Adra in Naku Kubel to slow down the Dream Scourge. But at what cost? Still, I wish we had better options.
Também eu.
Souls of the dead who go looking for a passage to the beyond will have nowhere to go. They'll be lost in darkness. Some will find their way to an Adra pillar, far from Shatterscarp. But others could wander this land for centuries. A watcher, maybe. It's a shame we haven't got one. Try as we might to help others, we won't always succeed. Even the dead can suffer the consequences of our actions. I just wish the world and its problems would leave us alone. Even for a moment. Give us time to focus on our mission. Ourselves. No, I haven't. And yes, I should know better. A good night's rest would fix my head, but can't fix the world we live in. Maybe it's fine if they're both broken. While I have your ear, can I ask you one more question? Something about Inquisitor Ludwig has been getting to me.
Ok.
She seemed eager to distinguish your Adiran loyalty from your nature as a godlike, as though the two are incompatible. She believes you can be loyal to your country or to your nature, but not both. Do you find that unusual? Truthfully, I don't know. I've got this idea, but it's stuck and won't come loose. It's just... When you rejected Ludwig's offer, she wasn't surprised. As though she saw it coming. Ludwig clearly respects you, but I don't believe she'd trust you. Anyway, that just had me thinking. Could be nothing, or could be something. Time will tell. Get some rest. You deserve a nap. For that matter, so do I.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking.
Nada. Eu já tinha ativado aqui a cena, né? Já, sim, senhora. Fónix, sério.
For what it's worth.
Ah.
Dealing with good... It's never easy.
I've lost people before. You're right.
Ok, não tinha ativado aquilo ainda. Malta, era uma decisão difícil, man. Porra.
How could they?
O quê?
Beloved that you are, and still they bared their fangs. We blessed the Jabaru Sinakis, and they prick us in return.
Você foi inocentes.
Blood on the wire. Roots like a wall. We only meant to protect. We thrashed against the blinding light to keep the Akita safe. We never wanted this. So many seedlings lost. We grieved, but we saved many. The moon waxes from darkness. A new turn. New memories. Yet still the branches swipe. We mourn. We could not be to blame. They should have shared our love. their spite? This we could not foresee. But you are here. A green shoot after the fire. You would not raise your hand.
Tento só ser machucar as pessoas que eu amo. Não é nunca. Calma aí.
Words like bile. This is not our way. Sleep now.
Avisamos.
Of golden poppies on the road ahead.
Avisamos, não é? Faz sentido o que a gente disse. Se não tocares nas pessoas que a gente gosta, está-se bem. Está-se bem? Depende. Aí a malta, vamos ver. E aí, como é que isto está? Nossa. É que eu fico, será que fizemos a melhor cena?
Did you hear about Naguno? They found him dead in the lighthouse.
The old guy? From the swordfish? No kidding.
Someone snuck up there when he was sleeping and slit his throat.
Damn! Wonder what he did to deserve that.
I bet it was spies that got him.
Tyrann spies?
I'll tell you how they almost arrested us once.
3 dozen dead, of no apparent causes. They just fell over. Like their hearts were stopped in their chest.
Fuck.
What did you do, Envoy? I know you're involved somehow.
Às vezes precisamos fazer sacrifício para um bem maior. Sinto muito, Temerty. Não havia outra opção.
Bullshit. There was always another option. Something better than this massacre. Dozens are dead, Envoy. Their loved ones scream for them. What was all this for?
Para impedir que a praga dos sonhos tirasse mais vidas.
The costs were too great, Envoy. And you paid them with third-born blood. I hope your fucking decisions haunt you forever. You've cost so many families their loved ones. You have my permission to go anywhere else. Get out of my sight, Envoy.
Onyx.
How did this happen? I don't understand.
O velhote está vivo, ao menos?
Been staring off into space for a while now. How about a game of Hazatoa?
After a while, haven't you tortured me enough? First you go through my nose, then you badger that godlike to give up my only way out of this.
Ele está vivo, ok.
And swallow this entire town if it'd grant me a measure of peace.
Deixa lá ver, como é que está aqui o mapa, malta? Fizemos tudo? Fizemos. Então pronto. Temos que ir aonde?
I'm sorry, Uncle. Please don't say that.
O que é que vocês, qual era a decisão, malta, que vocês tomavam? Destruir aquilo e manter a praga ativa, ou eliminar a praga, mas morrer algumas pessoas em relação a isso? Vamos lá ver uma cena. Diário... Oi, era ali. Missões. Cidadela do Alento. Toda viagem rápida. É que tipo, é bué... Era bué coisa, mano. E também por ser a Inquisitora a fazer isso. Mas pronto. Já está a decisão, já está tomada. Não há volta a dar. Pois, já aqui está para o outro lado.
It's you! You're the monster who got us kicked out of Third Board.
We're sorry about your brother, but it's a wonder your own schemes didn't do that sooner.
What do you have against honest businessmen?
Nós conhecemos...
You can't fast-talk me, you fiend! I demand compensation!
I know you're upset, Taiko, but they seem like they're really strong.
Shizu, please don't undermine me in front of them. You have to make things right by me. By us, I mean. Don't try to play games with us. We can take you.
Last time you said that, you tried to take Temuko the tower. For your own sake, don't do this.
Daiko, this might be a bad idea. I mean, I'm good with the blade on dead targets, but...
You too? Fine. That kind of takes the wind out of my sails.
Thank you. I'm glad today didn't end in bloodshed.
Maybe the next time we all meet, we can just have a lovely drink, or I can dissect you. Either one.
Don't promise me a good time, dearie.
Well, go on, get out of here, before I change my mind. And if we ever do meet again, well, you can forget about that discount. What?
Tamershi sent word. She said you can go. I'm sorry, Envoy. I don't have much more to say. You were responsible for all this death. But I hope you don't end up the same way too.
Nossa, mano. Tenso, sabem? É tenso.
Ludwig may have a skull for a face, but her fury was clear enough. If her path crosses ours again, it'll be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. We've thwarted her twice now, but she keeps burrowing deeper into the living lands.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read?
Ludwig tem ponto fraco. Faremos o que for preciso, independentemente dos meus sentimentos em relação a Ludwig, yeah.
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
Evitarei confrontos desnecessários se puder.
But will she do the same? I think not. Violence may be inevitable.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power, but we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there.
Yeah.
Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
That's just a pile of Sokka. Generally, debatable, but about the garden, definitely. You won't find a blessed thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a Page-Raku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Blessed Oracle to know this won't go how you think it will.
Well, someone's got to do something about the Dream Scourge at the very least.
Yeah.
And it has to be you, because a voice in your head said so. What do you know about Sappadal? How do you know you can trust them?
A verdade é que não sei se ainda posso confiar. Sappadal salvou a minha vida, isso é suficiente para ganhar a minha confiança. Ela salvou-nos, malta.
That's good for you. What about the rest of us, huh? Will your secret god bring us all back or just you?
What's on your mind, Marius? What bothers you so?
Because I can scream until I'm blue in the face, and you people would still rather trust the Envoy's pet headache demon. And now you want to drag us through the deadliest region in the world because a sleeping god said so.
Algo aconteceu com você? Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm done here. Do whatever blessed planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Something's really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what.
Be gentle with him. Or if not gentle, understanding.
Vamos falar com ele.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
I know what you're gonna say. Marius, you need to slow down. Think about your feelings. Well, I don't want to think about my feelings. So just let me be alone for a bit. It is. And it isn't. I'm not sure what it is, really. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat. My ears ring. I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying. Right. Thanks. I understand not wanting to go back, but why can't I just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
I've been trying to sort my thoughts since we left her domain. We met Ringrim. The Ringrim. Master illusionist of the Circle of Archmagi. And we impressed her? She even offered to make me her apprentice. As smart as you are, Envoy, I sometimes forget that you are still a layperson. It doesn't feel real, but it is. Oh, Andra's titties. What am I going to do? If I take the apprenticeship, I'll have to leave Quilici and Fior. And what about my study of the Godless? I've spent my whole life with them. I'm not a kid anymore. I can't do everything all at once. There are only 26 hours in a day. I love my life as it is now. Exploring as I wish and coming home to open arms and a warm bed. I don't want to give that up. But this is something I never even dreamed of. But it's big. It won't leave room for much else. And I'm too old to... Oh, Envoy. What would you do? True. No one else is exactly excited to pick up that torch. One day, I could even have an entire treatise, so that their story lives on long after me. Or maybe I'll get my own apprentice. Leave them to do the tedious writing while I do all the fun stuff. Thank you, dearie. I can't promise I'll act on it, but I really appreciate the advice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to write a letter to Quilici. He'll never believe...
Quilici. Pronto, não temos mais ninguém tipo para falar, não. Bora. Continuar com os mesmos. Vamos ver o que é que isto vai dar, malta. Ah, Cidadela de Alento. Onde a gente tem que ir. Localiza a entrada do jardim. Ok. Pronto, malta. Novo mapa. Temos aqui depois a missão para ver a Cidadela de Alento. Acho que está bom, mano. Vamos então só dar aqui os pontos. Personagem. Temos um. Alcance máximo. Resistência, vou pôr este aqui. Ok. Temos aqui mais um pontinho de habilidade. E vou colocar neste. Sei que ainda não tinha feito a cena. Vou colocar aqui. Pronto. Mais. Está tudo. Pronto, malta. Pá, GG. Feitinho, man.